Cesco, here we go. We got Alex on vacation. We're celebrating. It's the summer transfer window. Muppetry madness. United bag a big one. The Freak, 6'4", Sir Cesco coming to United. How are we feeling?
Benjamin Sesko, what a signing, what a player, unbelievable upside, and I can't believe Manchester United moved relatively quickly compared to the Brian Mbeumo saga. It was a relatively fast one, like a week or so. They're moving. He's the real deal. He's definitely not the finished article by any means, but 6'5", 22-year-old Slovenian with a fucking thunder rocket of a shot. Unbelievable shooter. He's good care of the ball. He's got decent hold-up play as well. Lots of pace. He's great in the air. And I think given the fact that they even brought in Mbeumo and Cunha, it's going to take pressure off the young lad to hit the ground running in the Premier League. Newcastle fans in the mud, just licking up the salt, sir. Eating the tears, sir. I love it. Newcastle fans
In
are
the
so
mud.
mad. So mad. And you know what? It's a great signing for Manchester United. It's an exciting signing for Ruben Amorim. Ineos are turning things around. I was hard on them at the beginning of the window, but so far they have come to life in the last couple of weeks. So this is very exciting. What are your thoughts, sir? You rate the Slovenian. Can he be our Tadic Pogacar? Can he be our beast up front?
Make sure to get in the chat. Also, subscribe to the channel. We are the American Red Devils going overtime. Man, this is a special transfer. This is really, to me, doesn't get bigger than this since CR7 return for me, as far as United, just letting people know what type of club this is. And this is letting people know, sir. I'm not gonna go there just yet here in this podcast, but I'm pumped. I'm going, this is what it's all about, sir. 20 plus years, season ticket holders in the Stretty, Manchester United letting people know there's levels to this game. And Newcastle, what do you even, is that the ref jersey team? Who cares about that team? Nobody, you go live in Newcastle? No way. United, the history, the glory. This kid's a freak. He's a freak. He's 22. Everybody wimping about, Højlund this. Højlund was a nobody. This guy, you saw him play in the Euros.
Just
elite level.
I can't help himself.
No, but when we bought Højlund, we were paying for air. This is not air. This is the top striking prospect in all of Europe. Getting that, we should not have got him. This is what other fan bases need to know. United, this fell to United. This is like playing the carnival games, clink, 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 and then somehow we were there. RB lowered the price. Think about what happened if we win the Europa League, Gyökeres comes to United. Romano had all teed up. We don't win. Then Arsenal have 2. And then they waffled over that decision. Apparently the Arsenal data team said Cesco was the better buy because of the value, because of the youth. They went with Gyökeres. That could be completely the wrong move. We could have had Cesco drop to us from the Gunners. This is incredible. And the fact that he didn't want the money and didn't go to Newcastle, he wants Manchester United. Let me repeat that. Manchester United, motherfuckers. Let's go. This is a big day. This is a big win. Got him locked up long-term. This is great.
Special club. Like you said, we talked about this at the beginning of the transfer window. There was, musical chairs as it related to the striker hunt for a lot of top clubs in Europe. We didn't know who would go first. The domino started to fall. But Šeško, like you said, was the name that Arsenal was initially going for before Gyökeres obviously went to the north side of London. So super exciting transfer. Once again, speaks to who we are. Manchester United. He's a Manchester United fan since he was 9 fucking years old. You think he's going to go join the Toon Army? You think fucking Manchester's the middle of nowhere? You should go to fucking Newcastle. No, we are Manchester United, biggest club in England, one of the biggest clubs in the world. And I think this signing, it speaks to how they're trying to do business this year, which is last year, I think they really took care of the center backs. You include the Aiden Heaven deal, 3 in, Euro, top prospect from a center back perspective. This is the same thing. Šeško, top prospect in terms of who's on the market that can play now and has the highest ceiling available in fucking European football. And Šeško fits the bill. He's going to slot right in. I think he'll take a little bit of time to acclimate, but he's going to score a lot of goals on this side. And I'm pumped about it. And it speaks to how they're liking to do business. So they're fixing the attack, sir. Attack was the biggest problem we had last year. Goals. This front three is now an elite front three, and it will get only better as they get to know each other more. Play off each other, and it's a great day for Manchester United and therefore the world. And let's fucking go, baby. On to the next one. Benjamin Sesko. I'm fucking pumped, bro. I guess hey, bro, Dane, you're out. He needs number 9, even though he does wear 11. But that's Zirk's 11. But whatever. Either way, he's a big player, and I'm excited that he's coming to United.
Yeah, he wears 11 for Slovenia, 30 for RB, 30's taken by Lyon. 11 taken by Zerks. He
Well,
has had a few other numbers in there, like I think 21, but you're going far back. He's probably going to wrap up some number, and then if somebody else goes, then change the number. That's kind of the move. So just beware for the Cesco homer kit buyer. Most likely he's not going to have a primary number, and then he's going to switch. But let's talk about the profile and why United went for him. 6'4.5", $170. Sir, I'm 6'2". I'm like 185. Like I can push Cesco around in the box, but he'll dunk header all day. I feel like the profile of player is interesting. Really likes take-ons. Very successful. Like his successful take-ons and just how brave he is running at players. His boot, his finishes outside the box. I feel like United really hasn't seen that in a long time. We're going to start to see some bangers at Old Trafford, which is going to be incredible. But we really need him to transform and mature into that, 18-yard box, lethal striker, because that's what Amram needs. But he has all the assets to do that. I would consider that probably the easier side of things than what he has had to do on lower league opposition, as well as with Slovenia. Look, he had 13 goals, 5 assists in the Bundesliga, 20-plus all comps in Germany, 22. We got him locked up through 2030. Let's get into the tweet here. Agreement club to club with RB Leipzig, 76.5 million euros plus 8.5 million euros in add-on. Cesco agreed terms until 2030. He made it clear Tuesday he wanted Manchester United. Deal now reality. New striker for Amram. Unbelievable. Oh my Gazump.
Boom, boom.
We got a Gazump.
Boom.
Gazump dunked on Newcastle. Don't forget to get your comments in the chat. How are you feeling about the Cesco transfer? Also subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Help us get it out. Let's talk about Cesco as far as the profile. Like, people are nervous. He's young. Hasn't had league experience. Remember, we thought Ineos was going Prem experience only. And this is kind of a pivot. I feel like Vivel was in the mix here, coming from Leipzig, knows and rates the player. I just feel like you need a mix of league vets and then young upcoming talent. But there is no doubt the ceiling this Slovenian has.
And you're not bringing him in and asking him to be the only guy that's going to chip in for goals this year, right? Like you said, Cunha and Mbeumo coming in first. They are EPL proven. They are very much turnkey. Šeško can have a little bit more time. He doesn't have to fucking start banging him in from day one. He reminds me, honestly, of a young Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Has that profile, scores a lot of goals from outside the box.
6'5", hard as fuck. He gets the Reds excited.
Stick your Newcastle up your ass because we are Man United. That should be a song right there. As I see a CR7 red 08 kit walk by at the Jersey Shore, that's a sign, sir. Manchester United is on the ascendancy. Ineos, I hate to say it, for the first time, there is veracity in the idea of Project 2028. There is veracity in the idea that we could go for our fucking next title by our 100.
Well, you're going full Muppet. Let's keep it on Cesco.
I'm going full Muppet.
You're going full Muppet over here. This guy's like,
here. No,
sir, we need a midfielder. We need a goalie.
But they're going big. All I'm saying is they're going big. The fee is reasonable. We're hearing 66 plus 6, maybe a little bit more. So just above the
76.5 euros. Yes.
I think it was 74 million pounds with add-ons. Very reasonable fee. The fixed fee is below 70 million pounds. It's a great deal. 22 years old. I'm super excited. I think, like you said, RB wasn't quite as good this year, so he had a deeper role.
66.3 pounds sterling. That's insane. That's insane.
Dude, they were quoting 100 million pounds at the beginning of the transfer window. So it's a great signing. Like you said, he could play outside the box now because the signings that we made this summer. He's going to play more in the box as a target man, which he
Hoyland was more.
He was 74.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. That was just Hey, I think there's two Uniteds, two pre-Ineos, like the Anthony deal, Hoyland deal. Like, you're paying for air. Cesco's not. It is the same.
That's great. I just
no, but he really didn't have. Cesco has 2 seasons at RB. What did Hoyland have? 1 at Atalanta, and he wasn't even the main man. But he was like, you looked at the metrics, it was exciting, but there wasn't that track record. Cesco has much more of a track record. I just feel like people worried that this is another Hoyland. This guy's on a different league than Hoyland. He's not quite Isak. He's not the finished product, right? But he's well above, I would say, the youngsters that were. But like, when you look at Nicholas Jackson, 80 million from Chelsea, like even Ekitike, he's better than Ekitike. He's cheaper than Ekitike. We even got a better deal than Liverpool. Ekitike is, come on, look at the stats compared to the two. So I feel like the way the chips have fallen in this market, Ineos has navigated it well. Now, look, there's a lot of issues with Ineos we don't need to get into. And as fans, you can't just give them a free pass. They throw you a little red meat. Everyone gets excited. But, like, you know, this isn't the league. So that win the league, I'll forgive everything. You know, win me the league, the Champions League, something like that. Show me sustained growth, a new stadium. Like, we need to see more from them. The bar is higher. It has been quite a bit of stepping on rakes. And then I feel like this is a proper transfer window where we are making smart moves. Aside from the two 10s is a weird one for me still. Because you look at Balaba and you'd be like, if you got Mbumo, Cesco, and Balaba, is that better than Cunha and Mbumo at the end of the day? So we could judge it through that lens where we're kind of heavy on one side and there's a big need. We're light in a little bit there.
I think
they're still disorganized.
I think they're. I mean, the fact that the Balaba rumor even dropped yesterday made me think, okay, Cesco's done. Because I hate to say it, the good and the bad of Ineos going onesie is that, like, you know exactly who they're going for. So as soon as they got Cesco in the door, basically close to in the door. They're like, next guy, and that is number 6. That is Balaba. That's another player of this kind of profile in terms of, like, best CDM profile probably in European football for under 23. In the same way that Šeško, best under 23 profile for a striker in Europe. And I feel like in Mbumo Cunha one, you could definitely argue, hey, do you need Mbumo? Do you need Cunha? Both of them, when you could get a number 6 that could be transformative in terms of how the style team plays. At the same time, I feel like they're taking one area of concern off the plate a summer. Like I said, center backs, I thought they made really good moves across the 2 windows. If you include Heaven and Euro and Delit, and now they got attackers who can play as 10, they can play as wingers. So if you could get Balaba in, bro, that would be a fucking transfer.
No, we're talking, yeah. But quick, we got to like another, like, this is like a mini Bomba from the Bomb Squad live here. Shout out chat. Shout out Kamal. Chelsea have stepped up talks with Garnacho from Ornstein just now, 3 minutes ago. At Chelsea has stepped up talks with Manchester United over a deal to sign Garnacho. Clubs in touch on the topic for some time now, advancing amid Cesco joining United. 21-year-old winger wants Chelsea or nothing, expects move to happen. So
maybe that's the Balaba deal. Maybe that's why the Balaba deal is moving, is because they think they can get 40-50 million, and that can move the needle.
Let's not get into Balaba just yet. No, but this is good. Hey, Ineos woke up. It was like June. What are you doing? Even July.
No, early July, we were freaking out because
Mbumo
was dragging. Remember, Mbumo was dragging 6 weeks, and we're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? You're blowing it!" And then they've woken up in the last couple of weeks.
It's like a deal a month. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, comment below. Let us know what do you think of the news. Let's look at Football Reference for Cesco here. So I was diving in. You got to go, if you go to Football Reference, you got to go to the complete scouting report here. Just trying to clean up my screen. Sir, Jersey Shore, how are we doing?
Doing great. Having a great time. Miss the American Red Devil community. We're going to be with you. Sun's running over. We're going to have a great time. And we're happy to be here. We got a lot of things happening, and we're going to be with you in less than 2 weeks' time. Unbelievable. Right around the corner, the opener against Arsenal. It's going to be a big day for Manchester United. The 17th, we will be with you as the American Double community live streaming. Can we get another transfer in? Can we get Šeško in? The rumor is that he is hitting. The rumor is that he is flying out tomorrow, sir. We're hearing he's flying out as early as tomorrow to sign his contract and work on the medical.
Dude.
He might be at least.
Cesco kit's coming, baby. Let's go. Cesco kit's coming. All right, let's get into the stats real quick. We're going to get into the stats. We'll wrap it here. I know you got Alex is on vacation. He's working on vacation, everybody. Smash the like button.
Subscribe, baby.
Look at the stats. In the Bundesliga last season, 0.53 goals a game, 75th percentile, all forwards. And this is a young kid. You know, his assists, 67th percentile, 0.16 per game. Goals and assists for strikers, 0.68, 72nd percentile. Non-penalty goals, 0.43. Look, he's not going to be taking penalties from Bruno Fernandes. Nobody is. His expected goals is a little lower. I think that should increase playing with Mbumo and Cunha. But his progressive carries, 1.68 per game, 77th percentile. What's really exciting is what he really excels at is successful take-ons, dude. Goal and shot creating, his shot creating take-on, 88th percentile. He's always taking a man on. He's beating them at elite levels. If you look at possession, take-ons attempted 2.61, 83rd percentile. Successful take-ons, 89th percentile. Successful take-on percentage, 92nd percentile. He's winning half of the time he's running at a defender. He is an absolute freak. He's a freak in the air. I think his successful header is like 50%, and like Xerxes and Højlund are in the 20s. Like, and it's crazy because Højlund's just as tall, but he just doesn't win those headed opportunities. Think of the flick on opportunities when he's playing. We're like playing long. Cesco can flick it on to Mbeumo and Cunha. There's a lot of different dynamics there because he excels in those areas. But as far as successful take-ons, beating a man, I feel like United just haven't had that teeth in attack. And with Mbeumo and Cunha and now Cesco, you're going to see a lot more running. You're going to see a lot more rockets, like you mentioned earlier. It's going to be much more dynamic attack. And he is just a freak athlete. You look at Højlund, you look at Haaland from City, you're like, Haaland needs to cut about 20 pounds because he's not the freak that Cesco is. And it's Šeško. We gotta get a little Šeško going here on the podcast, but he's an absolute freak. He's 22. He's a dog, and Amram has another dog in the squad.
And his upside, his ceiling is immense. Like, he could become such a player. He could become one of the best strikers in the world. Has that capacity, like you said. His physicality. He's versatile. He started his career at RB Leipzig in the box, being very much a poacher striker, target man. And then last year they weren't quite as good. He was more involved in build-up play. I think that's why his expected goals went down a little bit. But he's much better. Just gotten his take-ons, his ability to turn a corner. And I'm super excited about the side. He also got it in. I think we're going to get it in before the opener against Arsenal, which I thought was fucking possible.
Well, it has to happen. That has to happen. You know when this deal had to get closed before then because it's literally day one. Amram's got a day one thing. I also think he's pushing the front office. Amram has that thing where he's even pushing the front office here to be like, hey, Amram knows what club this is. Let's say that, right? He knows what club this is. And he's like, hey guys, like, you want to run last year back, or you want to get me some dogs in this team? The stat I was looking for was percentage of aerials won, 57.9%, 96th percentile. Imagine Mbeumo Cunha crossing it into the box. Dunk, freak Slovenian dunk headers at the back post. We're going to be living off of that, sir. Just I'm saying over eight this season for Šeško. I'm just, as a fan, this changes the game. I'm absolutely buzzing. This is the biggest deal United has done for me. I haven't felt this way about United signing a player because it's what it means. We shouldn't be nowhere near this player. We're not in Europe.
Manchester United, baby. Manchester.
No, I know, but you really have to understand. We 15th, lost the Europa League down in. I thought that was going to affect recruitment, and then somehow this player falls to us. Yorkresh didn't want us.
Fuck him.
He didn't want. But am I saying like
he showed up the trading fat, bro? You see, he looked like me.
No, he did. That, by the way, if you know the game, bro, if you know the game for a long time, that was not the player sign.
No. I think, dude, everything fell into line. And also, if you think about the signings we made this summer, the real signings, Leon, Kidd, he's a project. They all wanted to come to United. They all wanted to come. And Mbeumo, Cunha, and now Šeško all had offers from clubs that are much higher on the table, been much better over the last 5 years. They all wanted to come to Manchester United because it's the biggest fucking club in England, one of the biggest clubs in the world. We still have it. And that is huge.
This is the biggest signing of the summer for me. You want to talk about United had a young team, like think of Dogu as well. Young team, young dogs, like new blood. And what does this do to the Garnachos, the Antonys? You start bringing in these big players, they have no leverage. We don't need them, right? I feel like there's a turning of the tide there where it's like they got to start going. Bombas are coming. Balaba would be insane. I think that's a bridge too far. We got to comment on that real quick, sir. We'll wrap up the stream. Balaba, another freak in the midfield, doing things in the league that just look illegal. United's got no one that brave in the team. Nobody. Like, we're cowards, bro. You look at us playing out the back, everyone's nervous, doesn't want the ball. That guy, 3 defenders playing out of space, insane. He would transform the team because it's that dog mentality. It's like, give me the ball, right? We got players with the yips back there. Back 3 plus the 2. It's just like Ugarte, Casemiro. Watch a Balaba video, you'll be like, Jesus, like, we need somebody like this. I think it's a bridge too far this summer, but if he wants it, and they'll put it on the credit card. I don't know. I think they're going to deliver that for Amram. We're just going to run it back with Onana. That would just be like still a blockbuster summer, exceeding expectations.
Balaba is just like the profile I talked about. Euro, Benjamin Sesko is you find a position that you need, you pick the best, absolute best player from an under 23 perspective, and you go and get him. We did it with Euro, now we do the Šeško, and Balaba is exactly that, except he is fucking EPL proven.
Unbelievable.
His upside is so fucking high. What he can do from this side, you could argue that you need him more than like one of the two, Acuna and Mbumo. But if you could get him as well, he is an unbelievable player. You dish Casemiro, you have Ugarte as like a backup, just a fucking beast to come in when you need him. I couldn't like that. It also speaks to how good the recruitment is getting under Ineos. Vivelli, I think, is a huge influence because the fact they're going for him, even if it doesn't happen until next summer, he is exactly the profile Manchester United needs. I think they're pushing all in to get back in the top 4.
No, but more competition next summer. So the argument for why they have to do Balaba now is because everyone's kind of just shot their shot like a little bit. Like nobody's in for him. And it's opportunistic. I feel like now Ineos is moving. Everything's opportunistic. They go to the player first. They wrap the player, then they get the club. And it's like a new strategy that we haven't seen. And the fact that it went public tells me there's legs in it a little bit. I think they wouldn't be talking about it publicly with their tier ones if they couldn't get to some valuation they think Brighton would depart with, like 80 million. It would probably be the biggest signing of the summer.
I'd be fine with it. You're right. So this new strategy is basically you agree with the player, you let other teams maybe even negotiate a price. So there's not like a United premium, and then United gets a deal done with the club once they know that the player only wants to come to Manchester United. And the fact, like you said, once again, this happened with Cunha, this happened with Mbumo and Šeško, which is Ornstein leaks it like, hey, United's interested, and that he's done that all 3 times. So there has to be some legs to it. Maybe
I know. I don't want to believe it, but there has to be legs. They wouldn't talk.
Apparently, he's on insanely low wages. Apparently, he's on like 15K a week. Like
I thought it was like 12 and a half. I thought
like
it was
crazy low.
Sir, we got a super chat from @PluggedScope. First super chat our channel has ever gotten, sir. We're going to get Balaba with Garnacho's money. Is that like... But Balaba 80, Garnacho 40. Obviously, PSR, you can spread it out, right? Yeah. Great point, Plug Scope. Appreciate the super chat.
I mean, that's probably, sir, why there's smoke now there, right? Like, the only reason they could afford Balaba is if you're selling Garnacho. PSR, boom, right? He's the academy lad. You get the 3X. That's the only way I can think about.
Yep.
Right, is like they have to have Garnacho 40 million at least. I mean, he's worth at least 45 million, bro. This market, Dibbling's going for like what? 40 million? Like he's worth 50, 55. We won't get that because we didn't play it right, after the Europa League final, but he's worth at least 40.
No, I'm absolutely buzzing on all fronts. And the fact that we like locked up that front 3 and then we're talking Balaba right now. Come on, United. Look, it's not how you start the window, sir. We said
That's it, bro.
You don't judge a window halfway through. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. Come on, United fans. Up the ARD. This has been awesome, sir. Enjoy your vacation. We're going to end the stream. Appreciate everybody. Look in our description below. Our Discord channel has been like flying off the chains because all the transfer window madness. Go in our description. Follow us on socials. Join our Discord. Check out our newsletter as well. You know where to find us. Subscribe, like to the channel, sir. Have